Hello, welcome back. We're gonna talk about the leader of skeptics, a very skeptical leader. Hello there, sir. La- Lady Sorush Kvarinas Invoy, you have returned. It has taken much work on my part. The analysis of documents regarding the right of Chinvat will soon be complete. According to my research, we need only collect all the great songs of Kvarina next, and your great work may then be complete. Wait a moment, you two are. Do not fret. They are Dr. Squadron Paimon, my newly chosen Yasna party and her companion. They are here to witness my great work. Hey now, Paimon hasn't agreed to that yet. I have. The Yasna party, you say. Though I will not question your most astute judgment, I fear that allowing ignorant outsiders into this land before the rite of Chinvat is complete may have untoward effects. Know that the people of academia surely do not desire the rite's completion. Speak no further. I have my reasons for doing this. Now then, take the drum from before out, Dr. Squadron Paimon. You bring the drum out as agreed. The Corybantes. Corybantes? Corybantes, you say? Haha, yes, this is an important catalyst for the ritual needed to forge a laupa between ourselves and the party. I've searched for many years for this, and to think it now comes to me. Ah, is indeed a good omen for my future plans. It'll be good if the fates will also be with me when I lead the Order of Skeptics to throw down the Academia and burn the House of Diana or whatever they call it to the ground. Wow, what a way to casually paint yourself as the villain, huh? Villain? Huh. The Academia are the true villains here, I have no doubt of that. Ah, I forgot my introduction. I'm Nasejuna, the Vishna Pati of the Order of Skeptics, we who cultivate ourselves here. If you were to use the terminology of the academia, I would be the equivalent of a sage. But I doubt those pampered folk would care much for what we are at the margins we call ourselves. We do not look much like those the academia might send. Yet take commission from them, sure. So you are of them after. But it matters not. Even if the entirety of the corps of 30 were to be sent here, my plans would not be halted. Eh, whatever your plans are, we didn't come here to stop them, that's for sure. Ah, so they would all say those treacherous louts from the academia, and when my guard is down, you would stab me in the back. I admit the academia is pretty untrustworthy, but French's guild is normally pretty trustworthy. Just like those people in funny masks who try to skulk about and steal our academic phones. And the Fatui are here too. They even dared to attack our honored envoy of Kavrena, Lady Sorush. And they met defeat at my hands. Each one of them. I'm guessing those were the Fatui. The Fatui? I know not what you speak, but they were city folk, so I doubt the academia would be far behind in the shadow. But do not look upon us as some miserable few who inhabit the Temir Mountains. We once had such numbers that all of the desert north of Mount Damavand would struggle to hold us. It's only because of our harsh environment and the slander and Ost- ostracism, ost- ostracism, ostracism by the academia that we have been reduced to this. If it was not for such sage souls as myself holding things together in the protection of Frau Rain, hold on, such sage souls such as myself holding and the protection of Ravina, we skeptics would have long been reduced to nothing long ago. Sounds like quite the disagreement, yes? Edwin said that you have a differences, but it sure looks to Primer like you skeptics really hate the academia. Say not hate, but rather that we simply cannot coexist. When I was young, I did go there to learn in an attempt to mend our differences, but they treated me like an outsider. Though they feigned politeness by calling us a branch of the academia, it is not but a means to belittle us. It is said that our predecessors had a clash of ideals with them, so chose to go into the desert to stand against the darkness themselves. From that day on, we have been holding firm in the war against defilement, defending our land, and what have those useless louts been doing in the meantime? Oh, they tried to overthrow their god and craft a new one. So yeah, I understand what you're saying, though. Compared to those pampered pedants, we who combine thought, word, and deed far better deserve honor for our wisdom. Payment doesn't really get it. You only need to understand that conflict is the true nature of this world. Um, um, Varina and purity, Dahri and the true way. It is these struggles for supremacy that have kept this world alive, just as surely as this sky. Those sophists in their fantasy Darshans believe that the fate of all are inscribed in the skies, and that this is the supreme wisdom and truth. But look, the skies reflect defilement itself. Surely their truth then is an imperfect thing. Perhaps nothing is truly perfect. Ah, you think thus, that we might yet be friends. If time permits, we may discuss this issue in more detail. Na- Nasuraya, this is not the time to be talking about such things. Have you not seen how the grey crystals hem us in ever more tightly? If we do not extinguish the sign of our Pasha soon, things shall grow most perilous indeed. Well, speaking of the sign, right, that's right, we are tasked to fix this whole thing, but after all this talking, we still don't know what it's supposed to be. Ah, well, our plan also involved extinguishing the celestial mark. As for what it is, if it must be described as anything, let us call it the water surface. The water surface? The explanation is just making things more confusing. The water's reflection, while an illusion, nonetheless hides the truth within itself. So it is in so it is within the sky. It is like a mirage, if you have seen those before. Yep. Eh, a big hole up there is way spookier than any mirage. Well, it should be, for that celestial sign reflects an otherworldly hellscape. Long, long ago, Dahri once built a facility here that connected them to realms beyond. Of course they did. During the Great Disaster, which they say the Dahri started, monsters swarmed from that very facility into the nations of the world. Monsters tore open a great rift that came to be called the Unigi Hollow, and though they were sealed away by the new vein of the ancient tree, this mysterious sign appeared along with them. What the sign reflects is that which lies beyond the dark rift, and though the monsters cannot enter Tevat through the illusion, it nonetheless radiates corrupt energies. They say that our very first Vijnana party extinguished that strange sign together with the Pari, but as the power of impurity has strengthened over time, this ancient symbol has appeared once more. And should we leave it be, who knows? That hollow may truly re-emerge one day, and that ancient wall will be reenacted. In truth, it may be interesting to live in such exciting times. No, no. What? No, that wouldn't be interesting at all. Yet, it matters not. Simur the Amrita left behind by our god, transmuting herself into the limitless Kafrena. As the heirs to the divine bird, solving this problem is the mission that we party have. I, Sorush, will surely leave behind a work great enough to be her equal. Of course, of course. But Fra Av Avarena Avarena's envoy, and we of Order of Skeptics shall surely help you see your duty through. Glad we've all just talked about sacrifice. Is it really necessary to solve this problem? Well, in truth, I do not know. All documents regarding the signs of our fall shall have long been lost, and tradition and rites surrounding it have also ceased to be passed down. Are you kidding me? If it had not been for me constantly looking up what documents were left, might not have been any more left to know about the right of Chinvat existed at all. According to my research, Hari are the descendants of Simurg, and should therefore also have the power to transform into Avrena to purify the land. And would you not say that a great sacrifice to save the world on part of the divine bird's heirs very much suits our order's style? What? It's so haphazard. The sacrifice thing you're talking about doesn't sound like a small thing either. I've been thinking of other ways to solve the issue. I'm sure there's gotta be some alternative, right, Dr. Squirtle? It's always been this way, hasn't it? I mean, I am very good at my job after all. I already said you need not interfere. Simply witnessing my sacrifice shall suffice. It is something worth celebrating that we, Patty, should sacrifice our lives to purify the earth. Well, you see then, but I would ask that you keep a respectful distance from that which you do not comprehend, outsiders. But since this is the case, well, I was planning to investigate the Tunigi Hollow to make preparations for the rite of Chinvatani. Why don't you come along? I trust you also wish to see the scars left behind by a fissure that once led beyond our world's bounds. When you see it, I believe you shall understand. Well, Diamond's kind of curious. A sound plan. In that case, I shall lead the way. After all, you would find it impossible to freely traverse the land of Rena battles against impurity. Yes, Patty. Oh God. Yes, Napati, follow me to the end. Watch me complete my mission. Bloomguard or Bloomguard. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. My throat hurts so much. Alright, what were you saying? Something, something. Yes, Napati. I shall simply call you the Pale Float. You're, after all, as foolish as a spectre. Objection! Objection! Time is not just gonna take that coming. How do I use it? Like this? Just like it's constantly going down though. Oh, what's this do? Oh, that's how you get back. Holy sh! Kinda looks like a really weird version of the castle. Damn. Is that the The navy hollow that you were talking about earlier? There's super huge crystals all over the place. Even bigger than the ones we saw before. They look scarier too. There were once huge trees used to seal and subdue the creatures of the dark depths. The power refinement has corrupted them, warping them into such forms as you see now. Since the monsters have been sealed, sure that since the monsters have been sealed, it sure doesn't look like anyone needs to sacrifice themselves again. That is why we must use the power of Kavrena to reopen the way. Hey, why didn't they just release the monsters again? It took so much effort to seal too. No, no, no. I mean, we must open the path to the sign of our power shaft. The way to the rift in the earth was sealed long ago. It can never lead to the true darkness again. But that is exactly why the sealed rift does indeed connect to the illusion of the abyss. You only need we need only use the great songs of Kavrena to stabilize the seal before initiating the rite of Chinba, pass through the darkness and reach the sign. Great songs of Kavrena? They are the mightiest manifestations of Kavrena scattered throughout the world. You can use the great song to initiate the rite of Chinba. After that, you can open up a path to the darkness, just as legend holds that the first Vijnapati, Nagarjuna, and the Hari did. That's all well and good. But what will we do once we reach the side that the sign is on? I know. I've encountered legends that our first Vijnanapati, Vijnanapati Nagarjuna was lifted up to the heavens, where he used divine power to extinguish the sign. That I feel is mere myth. I believe that Kavrena envoys will have some way. Since they can purify the defiling impurities, they must also have some way to extinguish the sign. Ah, did Sorush not also say that she wishes to imitate the sacrifice of Simmer? The world is built upon conflict and sacrifice, after all. Well, that's what Sorush says, but it's way too irresponsible of you. Oh, don't fret. Before the necessity of any sacrifice can be ascertained, we must still bring the great songs of Kavrena together. At that moment, we have yet to take even the first step. Says the guy who's just been talking this whole time. Well, basically only the party who've been chosen as a Bloomgar can touch the great songs. But our current envoy, Lady Sorge, has yet to obtain that right. Is that so? What a bluster you really aren't all that, Sorge? You dare speak to me like that, pale floater? Now Paimon isn't a pale. Now Paimon isn't a pale floater. Only by obtaining the twin horn chaplet may she become the Bloom God, being able to gather the power of Kavrena. As such, she must first be acknowledged by Lady Zervan, first party. She is a mighty party who once fought alongside our ancestors. It is even said that she was the very party who fought along the ancient heroes to subdue the embers of the abyss. But, but, my god. But, but, but the elder of ours is utterly unreasonable. She refuses to acknowledge my dearest desire. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about that. Still, even without the twin horn chaplet, my sacrifice will suffice to accomplish this deed. Of course, I do not intend to doubt the desire to sacrifice yourself this way. But if you are unable to perform the rite and pass through the dark hollow, the wish will not be fulfilled nonetheless. However, I do have a suggestion. Lady Sorish called you her Yasnapati, Did she not? Why don't you go with her to the Marukasha Oasis? That is where Lady Zurvan may be found. Perhaps Lady Zurvan may yet change her mind should she see that we humans view Lady Sorish as the predestined envoy. Well, we got a commission to complete. This is the only method we have at present. change our current situation, so please do go with Lady Sorush to the secret place protected by the Cavrena. Oh, aren't you a sneaky one? Looks like you're the only person coincidentally out of a job. Of course not. There's much I must do. For example, the preparation for the rite of Chinvat must still be done. I must also consult the words of the ancient scribes once more to ascertain the location of the great salt. As for the Kori drum you brought, I believe I may now form a connection with the Pari who sleep at present once more. Their awakening is necessary for the rite of Chinvat to occur. Regardless, I leave the matter of the twin horn chaplet to you two. Once everything is complete, let us meet at the campsite upon the Tamir Mountains. Oh well, so we have to look for the Ari Elder, right? Well, let's hope she isn't as nasty as Sorge. Across? Across.
Sora.
So I knew we were here. What are these things? Oh, I don't like that. How that is eternally a loading screen.
宝箱もジャを穴からおびき出すことができるのね。
Um, is that a worm? I think that's a giant. Maybe it's a corrupted unit? No. Whoa! Crystal here looks like. Could this be one of the Venus we've seen before? How did you get trapped here? Hmm? So. So you call these children of an ancient dragon the Venus? Still, it does not have a sinful form. Perhaps it was merely unlucky. Unlucky to be caught in the crossfire and sealed in. Well, maybe it's a good thing it's been sealed in. If not, it might just pop out of the ground and swallow us all in one go. I don't think it'd be very good to eat, Paimon. Paimon's not sure how to feel about that. Especially considering you used to always call me emergency food. Yeah, emergency food. You two suddenly look like you get on well. Of course, we're the best of buddies. But is it not also said that even a constant companions failed to notice the other was spirited away by a sprite? These stories are quite common too, yes? What are you talking about? Uncle Squirtle would never do that. Ah, I merely jest. If you are Boston buddies, surely some idle jokes will not move you. You'll soon reach the Oru Orukasha Oasis. Come, let us hurry. Chair made me fall again. Eh?
それ。
Guess there's a hole over there?
急がなくてもいいのよ。
Huh. Oh, okay.
急がなくて
Me
もいい
being
よ。
confused. What is that red crystal anyways? The red-tailed lizard.
急がなくてもいいのよ。それ。
I know really what. Why there's so many villagers all over the place? What's this? Insane power. Ah, I see. Actually, these puzzles are okay. I'm confused. Oh, just weird things. I wanted it to do in a certain order. Well, teleport point. Oh, it's just as nice as Jordan said. But the final entry is losing out. There's a large tree stump pulled down there. Music on the radar.
急がなくてもいいのよ。
When I can't catch what Paimon's saying, I just start saying random crap. Wait, where is it on the map? Oh, okay.
Yes.
On the way, on the way, on the way, on the way, on. Banana sorry. Simon didn't think there'd be such a huge patch of green on the other end of the mountain. If it's just in the desert too, how strange. Impressive, isn't it? It is our homeland after all. The homeland of the Pani, so there'll be lots of other people like you here, right? Ben's not all that keen on going. Should you not be excited beyond words? And that big tree over there looks like it's holding off the stuff oozing out of the big hole. Yeah, there's the Arvish Stock. Arvish Stock. Arvish Stock. The sacred form of the god that has granted us Parila. It's not just some large stump, Paimon. It's a god? Well, we've seen other gods, but this is the first time we've seen one looking dead. Probably half dead. That is because our god cannot be considered alive. 500 years ago, our great god gave all to call the power of the disaster afflicting this place. but you are stained with corruption, and could not be reborn in a pure plane. Thus the divine consciousness continues to wander the mortal one. Our great God left us with the sanctified Amrita, and the Lord of Vader caused the Arvik to grow from that, thus anchoring our God to this realm. The Varukasha oasis have been nourished by the Amrita, and even the Kavrina that defends this earth gains unending power by the grace of Amrita. But this god of yours doesn't look too well. She's been trying to hold out against the stuff coming out of that hole this entire time. Her power maintains the seal over the dark hollow. I fear the emergence of this sign is due to the attraction of that evil power. If it were not for the presence of harvest stock, the defilement surging forth from that hollow would have infected the entire world. But it's also due to performing this duty that the tree has deteriorated so much. I do not believe that I would ever bear to be reduced to such a state. That is why I must leave a legacy of heroism behind for all to remember before it happens. Well, never mind that. Let's go look for the Zurvan person, shall we? If we get the chaplain and fix the sky real quick, it might make your heart feel a little better too. I doubt that, Paimon. I seriously doubt that, Paimon. Also, what's with Mihoyo and making all of this blue grass? They really like it. Of a point unlocked! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
急がなくてもいいのよ。
Which direction? Okay, you'll see the elder once we get out of here. On the other side, are you so rich? Impossible! Do not second guess me frivolously pale. Pale sniper still? Pale filter?
Yep.
Is that umbrella? It would be funny if it's actually an Aranara. But no. Wait. Okay, yeah. What? Hang on. Well, if it isn't Sorush, such a rare guess. It's been a while, Elder Survivor. Elder? Well, if you call me that, then you should follow fiery norms that cease consorting with those humans whose hearts are heavy with their ulterior motives. I haven't gone against the norms. I've only made contact with humanity to find a way to extinguish the Skyfire, just as the Divine Bird did. And is that why you have learned all that claptrap about sacrifice from the humans? We Barry care nothing for such foolishness. But isn't it our duty as Barry to sacrifice ourselves in the battle against the defying impurity? Await the call of destiny, Sorush. Only humans rush in blindly. This destiny you speak of is a nebulous thing. Cannot simply be expected to sit and wait for it. And that is precisely the danger. The chaplet you seek contains the highest authority over Caverna. In giving it to you, I may as well be handing the power of Caverna over to those untrustworthy humans. Can't you just have more faith in me, Elder? You do. It looks like we're being left out again, aren't we? Also, it seems that Sorish loses that cocky attitude of hers in front of Zerdman, huh? She's probably just fond of weird roleplay. And the skeptics are all too happy to go along with her, huh? Well then, little ones, you came with Sorish, yes? It's not a place that ordinary humans may visit lightly. Let me see. Well, you certainly aren't from the order of skeptics. You seem to be outlanders in fact. Well, in matters of courtesy, I suppose you two shall introduce yourselves first. I don't ask humans for their names often, you know. My name's Paimon, and she's Dr. Skoda. We're adventurers who shuttle across Teva. Adventurers, huh? So you're travelers then? Yes, exactly. Well, now, I do think I've seen a traveler much like you before. Seriously, what is with this guy? How does he appear everywhere? Is my journey really exactly the same as he is? Is he the one that was here 500 years? Is he the one that was here 500 years ago again? This is the forbidden land of the party. The paradise nourished by Amrita, the shrine at which we pay reverence to our great god. Only heroes who have forged bonds with power, and pilgrims who have come to genuflect before gods may enter. I shall take it that you are Sorish's companions then. It's been several hundred years since humans last visited our Sea of Flowers. Let's see, aren't there a ton of skeptics living outside in the desert? Don't they know how to enter this place? Huh. I shall not permit such discourteous folk to enter our hidden realm. In the past, we Pari did indeed fight alongside their ancestors. We even lived here together. But many years have passed, and folly has grown strong amongst them. Even the traditional rites have been utterly forgotten. None living amongst them now can forge a loud power with a party. They should have been the ones to conduct the rite of Absor for the tree that suppresses the dark hollow, thus cleansing it of the filth that stained it. Yes, the deterioration of the tree cannot be avoided, but they are not neglected, ne- neglected, neglected the right and caused the seal to weaken. This terrifying sign wouldn't have reappeared so soon. But human tradition is unreliable in this fashion. Compared to them, you outsiders, you outlanders, blank slates as you are, certainly seem more dependable. Yes, I'm a giant white canvas that every god has nothing to paint on. I'm not sure if you're actually praising us or not, but we're here to. I would guess that you are here about the sign in the sky. I doubt that anyone would notice our little nook if not for this great crisis. You're absolutely right. I had no idea you guys even existed. Well, we were commissioned to deal with this large hole here. Oh my. It is as I guessed. It seems even after so long, the short-lived race is as short-sighted as ever. Still, if it were not for that way, would you even need a spirit to act on your behalf? Uh, Looks like Harry are just nasty as a whole. Thank God, since human heroes have again graced our secret garden, it seems the gears of destiny have begun to turn once more. And you seem to be an interesting human being, too. That takes me back. Once upon a time, I too traveled alongside humans as curious as you to quell a calamity. Perhaps you really might equal that great deeds. Well, then it is decided. I shall give you a chance. The two of you certainly seem more trustworthy than those blind and foolish skeptics. Elder, shouldn't you put your trust in me instead? Oh, well, as for that, you know where Rashnu and Mihir are, right? I'll bring them here. They should still be enjoying the beauty sleep. They should still be enjoying their beauty sleep right now. This must serve as a proof for your trustworthiness, and I will be able to give the chaplet to you. Oh, payment knows, so this is the kind of seal that everyone needs to get together to break, and then we can get the chaplet, right? Such impoverished imagination. Chaplet can be given to you at any time, but to solve the sign of Aposha, we will need their strength. Sorush alone will not be able to open the path through the dark corner. But even with the chaplet, this perhaps is another example of the rule of three. Hyman doesn't really know what to say. As long as we can get the chaplet, it's fine. Indeed. Dr. Swartwell, Hyman, do help Sorush out, alright? Okay. I don't need help. You're not very honest, Sorush. But since your elder said so, guess you just gotta listen to us. Alright, let's go look at this part here, the pen button. Rashnu and me here. Last time we convened was many years ago. I know not if they're still as they were before. Alright, that's all for today. See you guys next time. Goodbye.